Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by. I have another project today for the JustNick Digital Cut Files design team. I'm starting off with this 12 by 12 pattern paper from Felicity Jane, and this is going to be the base for my project today. It's just got a really nice little black outlined dot on it, and it's just a really nice neutral for a base that has a little more interest to it than just a plain regular white cardstock. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here with this really cute little cut file from Before Time. This is a little T-Rex, and I've cut him out of some Amy Tangerine paper and just this really pretty lime green. And I think this is probably the very first collection from Amy Tangerine. I think it was, this is one of those hot buy 12 by 12 paper pads from Michael's. I think I might have paid $5 for this great big pad of paper, and the thinner paper actually I really like using in my silhouette with a cut file. It just cuts really nicely and easily and quickly. So I'm just taking some pink paper and I just fussy cut, just, cut out some irregular sort of triangle shapes to add some little pink stripes to the back of my dinosaur. And you can see that I've added a little googly eye to the dinosaur as well. That is a little eye from a sticker sheet that I got from Simon Says Stamp, where you got the little, I think it was a coordination with Doodlebug, and they have all these really cute little googly eyes on them anyway. So I used one of those stickers for the eye. You could actually create that eye without having the googly stickers. You could just take some glossy accents and put kind of a circular shape over a black dot, and you would have the same effect. Or you could use some Nuvo drops as well to create a little googly eye. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking some gold glitter paper and just cutting some tiny little gold sparkly triangles, and I'm just going to glue those on for my little dinosaur's teeth, just to give his face a little more detail so that he ends up with an eye and some fangs and then those stripes. So my little dinosaur is going to be almost finished here. So you're probably wondering what I'm scrapbooking about with this dinosaur cut file, when you probably know, if you follow me here, I don't have small kids. I do occasionally scrapbook older photographs, and I certainly could do that, I suppose, with using this cut file. But I did not do that. I actually am scrapbooking a newer photo, which you will see here shortly. So there's my little dinosaur. He's all done, and I really like how he looks. He's pretty cute, and he is going to be an embellishment on my layout here today. So now I'm just going to take some of the other cuts that I made. So this is a die cut that I created using the cut file Simple Scallop Strips. And once again, I've just taken some of the that same pattern paper from that same paper pad. This is the pink that I used on the little stripes from my dinosaur. And I'm going to just take my fine line bottle, and I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on there, not too much, just enough so that it'll stick down here. This is probably the easiest way that I found to glue down or put some adhesive on an intricate cut file. And the base for that is part of that same cut file. So the cut file has two different detailed strips, and then the backing for both of those strips, which I love. And so what I did on my silhouette was I just I cut the pink strip. I put all of the files on my screen, and I just selected, first of all, I selected the pink part there, and I cut that out of my pink paper. I had moved the other parts of the cut file off to the side. Then I selected the backing for this one and cut that out of some blue paper so that I had the two pieces for that section. Now this is just a piece of brown patterned paper. I think this is from the Wonder collection, and it's got that little bit of texture on it, or a pattern I should say, and I just took that and cut it with my scissors to make it look like it's the ground where my little dinosaur is going to be standing. And all of these two pieces, or both of these two pieces, these layers, provide a base for where I'm going to place everything on the rest of the layout. So this is a photograph that I'm going to be scrapping today. So this is my daughter. We're at the greenhouse and their mascot is this T-Rex, and this is kind of funny. I'll just tell you a little bit about the story while you're watching me layer this up with those Amy Town papers, which I have just cut with my scissors, by the way. They're not meant to be cut straight. They're just meant to look interesting, and they don't, like, in my head, this is not a perfect kind of a thing that I'm looking for here. So I just cut them with my scissors. But we always know that when my daughter does that little thing with her hands, that she's in kind of like a mood where she's, I don't know, kind of hyper. And so we were outside of the greenhouse this one day, and I saw the T-Rex, and I said, hey, go stand by the T-Rex and do your little T-Rex thing. So she did that, and I snapped a picture, and of course I'm scrapbooking it, right? So that's what this photo is, and I thought it was perfect for that little before time cut file. Now I'm also taking the pattern clouds cut file, which is really super cute, and I can see myself using these clouds on cards and a lot of different projects. So I just really thought they were adorable, and I cut them out of white, and then I just traced the outline of the cloud onto the pattern paper, just fussy cut that out, and now I'm just going to glue all of these different clouds down to the different pattern papers. So the pattern papers that I used from that Amy Tan pad were that teal colored pattern paper and the pink, and I also used some yellow and then the lime green. So I just kind of continued with those 4 papers throughout the layout, in my photo mat layers and in backing the different cut files, just to incorporate those different papers around the layout. So now I'm just going to continue, like I said, gluing these down, and then I'm just going to use those as embellishments at the top of my layout. I also cut a palm tree for part of another part of an embellishment or another cluster area, and that is from the Take Me to Paradise cut file. And I just am going to create the base of the tree with some Nina cardstock in Desert Storm, just so that the bottom of the tree there is brown. And all I did was I just traced the base of that tree onto my Desert Storm cardstock and then just fussy cut it out. That was just kind of the easiest way to cut it for me. I just thought, well, instead of cutting this cut file out of 2 different pieces of pattern paper, I would just do it that way. So then I just took my 5/8 of an inch circle punch and I cut out the coconuts from some different colors. I didn't want to put brown on the layout, dark brown. I just felt like it was just sort of a dull color, and who cares if the coconuts are the same colors as the other colors in the layout. And I just took a little rubber charm. I think this is maybe from Pink Fresh Studios, from a rubber charm collection. And it's pink, it's perfect tone of pink, and it has an XO on it. And I just thought that added a really cute little bit of detail to my palm tree. So my little palm tree is going to go off to the side. I'm going to put my photo layer mat there as the focal piece. It's not completely in the center, but pretty close. And I wanted to leave a little area off to the right of my photograph for just a tiny little bit of text and a few other details, like the title, for example, which is also going to go over in that area. So I'm going to pop my photo up on some foam tape, and I just wanted to give my photo mat a little more dimension. So all of the different paper layers that I have behind my photo are stapled together, and it's not that interesting, but it, I suppose, is just better than just one single layer for this layout, because it brings all of the different colors into the photo mat. But I wanted to pop that photo up a little bit off of those different pattern papers. So now I'm just going to take a few little pieces of glittery chipboard, and these are all from the Cute Girl chipboard sheet from Crate Paper. And I actually have not used any of that chipboard sheet yet. And I think I got that in a hip kit a while back. And I'm not really great, if you follow me, you've heard me say this before, I'm not really great at using up the chipboard sheets, but I really have tried to force myself to remember to pull those out when I grab them from my Calyx. I tend to use them more. And if I grab them out when I'm working on a project and I'm thinking, oh yeah, let me go to that sticker sheet or that chipboard sheet and see if I can find something. So I actually found a few different pieces from that chipboard sheet for this layout. Now, what I'm going to use for the word T-Rex for the title is the cut file lowercase outline alphas. And I really like that text. I think it's really super cute and playful and interesting. So I cut it from that same teal colored pattern paper from Amy Tan. And I'm just going to put it in an offset way. It's not going to be on there straight. And then I'm going to take the gold glittery chipboard word girl from that chipboard sheet, and I'm going to use that as part of my title as well, so that the title is going to be T-Rex Girl. Anybody that knows Bailey knows exactly what this means and what the reference is to, so that I actually didn't journal that on the front of the layout. I put another little bit of text on there. It says, a T-Rex has short arms so that everything it holds is close to its heart. And I just thought that was a cute little quote. I think I found that on Pinterest. Now I'm going to take some more of the die cuts that I've cut from the before time cut file, and I'm just going to make some little footprints behind my little T-Rex just to finish off the layout. And so when I've got all of these different pieces glued down, I'm going to put that text below that arrow over there on the right side. And then I'm going to just take some gold thread, which I'm going to show you right now. And I'm going to just do some hand sewing around those clouds just to give them a little bit of shine up there as well. Just showing you that hand sewing there right now. So this layout is going to be all finished. Please, guys, make sure you go over and check out the amazing cut files in Nicole Noasad's cut file store, JustNick Studio. I'm going to leave the link to the store in the description below. Make sure you check out her amazing cut files. It's a really great way to embellish your layout if you have these cut files, and you can use them over and over again once you've downloaded them. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by today. I really appreciate it, and have an amazing day and have fun doing something creative in your craft space. Bye-bye.